Drivers who drive into protesters on a road. Florida law now basically gives you a get out of lawsuits free card if you run your car into protesters, provided the people that you hit with your car were engaged in a riot at the time. Now you may ask, what exactly does riot mean in this circumstance? When does a protest become a riot? Well, helpfully, this new bill also massively expands the definition of what it means to riot in the state of Florida. It now only takes this is not in English, it's subtitled, so you do have to watch it. But still, even with that, and that sort of speaks to the power of it, you can get the drama here. You can get the great people arrested in previous pro-Navalny anti-Putin protests have been treated once they're in custody.
Yes, for example, earlier this year, Rachel, there were massive protests when Mr. Navalny returned from Germany when he was. But what happens after that is, lots of people are released, but then there are repercussions. There are fines. Other people are sent to court to be tried.
Just described to some people holding up signs today that said Navalny is not afraid, we are not afraid. Clearly, there's reason for fear, both for him and for the people who are coming out to support him. One of the things we talked about a couple of days ago was the prospect of whether or not Vladimir Putin and his government feel any pressure about the treatment of Navalny.
And then you eventually do what you see your admissions fell from Harvard College. That's what happened to some 50-year-old worth of.
Your car, you're going to want to use the curve under the lines. So go up here, click on lines, and select curve. Now, there's a huge advantage of doing it this way. If I just create a profile for my vehicle, every time I click, it's adding a little dot. You can't see it, but it's there. So let's say my vehicle looks like this. I'm going to double click to finish the line. Escape. Now, maybe I'm thinking, oh, I actually want to get this top part a little bit closer to the yellow. I can right-click on that, edit points. Oops, make sure I have the right one. There we go. And there's those points. I can now drag each of those points to a different location if I wanted to. So if I were to freehand that just with lines, it's not going to be quite as nice. Doing it this way, I can actually modify my drawing fairly easily. We have that line of symmetry at the top. There's a huge advantage to this. I'm going to use my curve here as well. Again, you don't want to go cutting through the yellow portion because that's a safety area, and you need to include those areas for your design. And I want to reiterate the thinnest that your card can be at any given point is 3/8 of an inch or 0.375. So I'm going to stop right there. And if I want to reflect this, I'm going to select this item here. I'm going to select rotate and flip horizontally. Nope, scratch that. Flip vertically. So now that has been flipped, I can place it on the other side. So you'll want to make a duplicate. Control D, duplicate it. And again, you're going to go to arrange, rotate, and flip vertically. That one's a little bit off. Back up again. So that gives me a nice symmetrical image here. So I would do that with both of these items here. I'm going to do Control D, duplicate. If you're on a Mac, it's going to be Command D. Put that in position. Arrange. Flip vertically. And now I have a nicely designed top with good symmetry.